Hello everyone, welcome to Arka Science, and today in this video I will be talking about the transit of Jupiter into the sign of Aries. This year in the month of April, Jupiter is going to make one big transit. On 22nd of April 2023, Jupiter is going to change the sign. It is going to leave its own sign Pisces and it is going to enter the sign of Aries. And this transit of Jupiter is going to be very significant, very crucial and important, because in the sign of Aries we have Rahu. So that means the moment Jupiter enters the sign of Aries, it will be in conjunction with Rahu. And this conjunction of Rahu and Jupiter is not like any other conjunction of two other planets. It is very rare conjunction, very powerful, very significant. It happens once in many years. Since it is rare and very significant, so that means the energies due to the virtue of this conjunction of Rahu and Jupiter will be so significant, so powerful, that it will be impacting every one of us with respect to the sign of Aries, wheresoever the sign Aries lies in our horoscope. But yes, this energy, this conjunction and its impact will be for every one of us. Now, this transit of Jupiter is not a simple one, it's very complex. We have to understand it through various aspects. The first aspect is that the transit happening in the sign of Aries. Now, Jupiter is the planet of optimism, knowledge, guidance, wisdom, light. That natural benefic planet Jupiter, the planet of abundance, expansion, is going to change the sign. It is going to enter the sign of Aries. So definitely it will have one big impact, some good impact. Correct. So that is one part of the story. Another part of the story is that Jupiter will be impacted by Rahu. So definitely Rahu will try to impact Jupiter, that Jupiterian energy. It will have some other consequences, it will have some other kinds of results. One more part to it is that if we talk about Rahu, Rahu is in the sign of Aries from last year. And the characteristics of Rahu is that Rahu absorbs, or you can say Rahu behaves just like the energy of the sign wheresoever Rahu is posited, or Rahu absorbs the energy of the sign where it is posited, or with the planet with whom it is conjunct or associated with. Now, just like in the month of April when Jupiter enters the sign of Aries, Jupiter will be in conjunction with Rahu. So Rahu will try to absorb the energy of Jupiter. And yes, definitely the sign of Aries. So you can say that the energy of Jupiter will also impact Rahu. Now, this is very complex. And I thought that why not make a very exclusive content regarding this transit and the planetary energies, because not every day this kind of conjunction happens. It is very rare, correct? So if we talk about only about the signs and only about the results regarding the signs, then what will happen? A very major part of this transit will be missed. So in this particular content, in this video, what I will do, I will discuss each and every part of this conjunction in a very detailed manner, so that when this conjunction actually happens, it will help you. It will be just like a path of guidance for every one of you to understand that how the time period can be. irrespective of any ascendant, irrespective of any house, wheresoever the transit is happening in your horoscope. Now, yes, definitely I will make one separate video. I will definitely make one separate video where I will discuss the transit of Jupiter and its conjunction with Rahu in the sign of Aries for all the 12 ascendant signs. I will definitely do that. I will post it very soon. But before that, this particular content is essential because since it is a new type of conjunction and Jupiter, it stays in a sign for 1 year. Okay. So that means next time when Jupiter will come into the sign of Aries, it will be after 12 years. Okay. So since it is very rare, very uncommon, and some different kind of energy, so it is very essential to understand that what the energy lies and what is actual the thing is. Now let us talk about the essential parts. Rahu and Jupiter, they are of different energies. Their energies are different. Their significances are different. They are not same. Their planetary significances are completely different. Okay. Jupiter is our guidance. Jupiter is our knowledge, wisdom, the true knowledge, higher spiritual knowledge, higher spiritual intelligence is Jupiter. Tradition, culture, our belief system, society, societal norms, tradition, any kind of tradition, the rules and regulations, law is Jupiter. Religion, religious principles, rituals, customs, ancient knowledge, ancient scripture, the guidance of our guru, dharma, righteousness, everything is Jupiter. Jupiter exalts in the sign of Cancer, so that means now Cancer is the original fourth house of the natural zodiac, which deals with happiness, which deals with emotional happiness, peace of mind, mental security. So Jupiter also deals with contentment, to be happy with what we have, to be grateful, to have full of gratitude towards the Almighty, that yes, whatever I have got from God, I am contented with that. That is Jupiter. On the other hand, Jupiter is also expansion. Jupiter is also abundance. That means when we are contented, or you can say that when we have that mental peace and mental security, we don't have any fear, we have that optimistic idea, and that's the time when we can actually work on certain things which are actually the life goals and get the dreams fulfilled. Okay, so Jupiter also deals with prosperity. Jupiter also deals with wealth, money, family, education. Jupiter also talks about profit gains in our life. Now you see, the same planet, Jupiter, in one way it is the planet of expansion, gains, prosperity, abundance, and again at the same time it is also the planet of contentment. That means whatever you have got by the blessings of Almighty, yes, we are happy with that. And again at the same time, by the blessing, by the fortune, yes, fortune is also Jupiter. Luck, prosperity, by the blessing of Almighty, again we are going to get many things. That is Jupiter. On the other hand, Rahu, is illusion, Rahu is desire. Rahu is our desire to change other desires. Rahu is never satisfied, always suffering from discontentment. You get something, you are not satisfied. It is just like that. Chase your dreams, you get your dream fulfilled by the blessing of Almighty, but again, that Rahu energy, no, now I want something else. And in order to get that, I can take any path I want or any path I wish to in order to get that. That is Rahu. That is the reason we say Sam Dham Dand Bhed. Sam here means sweet words, love, affection, or anything which can be used in a very normal manner and get your results done, work done, your desires fulfilled. That is the first thing what Rahu will do. Next is Dham. Dham means any kind of award, reward, or creating any kind of situation where the greediness will come, where Rahu will make the manipulation in such a way that it can use the greediness of other people in order to fulfill its own desire. Okay. The third is Dand, means punishment. Rahu will not hesitate. Okay. Because Rahu will say, I need that desire, I have that dream to be fulfilled. And when it gets it, again he will know, I want that also. So it will not hesitate to take some unconventional way. So third is punishment, Dand. Fourth is Ved. Ved means comparison, divide, and then manipulate the results in its own favor. Okay, in order to fulfill the design. Now see how the energies of Jupiter and Rahu are very, very different to each other. Okay, that's the reason Rahu also deals with illusion. It can wander you, it can completely distract you from your path. Okay, that is the Rahu energy. And since it is always looking into the dreams and that desire, it is never satisfied. So what happens whenever Rahu comes in contact with any other planet or get associated or conjunct with any other planet, what it does, it absorbs the energy of the planet, as if now the planet's energy got amplified. Okay. Similarly, when Rahu sits in a sign, what will happen? Rahu will absorb the energy of that sign and it will amplify the things. It will blow out of proportion. The things can be very small, but it will seem as if, oh my God, it is so big, my God, it's something. That is Rahu. Now, these two planets are coming together in the sign of Aries. Now, we have to look into this transit of Jupiter in a more clear way, I will say. Rahu is in the sign of Aries from last 1 year, correct? Now Jupiter is going to enter the sign of Aries. So that means that sense of desire to chase the things, that sense of illusion and wanderings with respect to the energy of the sign of Aries, wheresoever it lies in the sign of Aries in your horoscope. Now the moment Jupiter enters there, what will happen? The optimistic ideas of Jupiter, the wisdom of Jupiter will try to impact us, which is a good thing. So that means the Jupiterian principles, the Jupiterian idea will also impact Rahu, because that is what Rahu will do. Rahu will absorb the energy of the planet it is associated with. So if Rahu is associated with Jupiter, so what Rahu will do? Rahu will absorb the energy of Jupiter. So you can say that this Rahu is Jupiterian. Jupiter is wisdom, Rahu is unconventional energy. Rahu likes to break the rules. Okay. Any kind of tradition, any kind of culture, even discipline and law. Rahu is a energy which likes to break the norms, rules, regulations. It will not worry, it will not hesitate, basically. Okay. And Jupiter is wisdom, Jupiter is knowledge. So what will happen? Rahu will absorb the guidance, knowledge, and it will use it in its own unconventional manner. So this transit of Jupiter in the sign of Aries in the presence of Rahu, what will happen? If we talk about Rahu due to the presence of Jupiter, the people who are working with technology, the people who are working with content creations or innovative ideas, innovations or futuristic ideas, for them this transit is going to be superb. Because Rahu is technology, Rahu is future, basically. Rahu says that if I don't take the innovative path, I won't be able to reach my goal. I won't be able to create that thing which I am dreaming of, which I am desiring. So now Rahu will be like, yes, this is the transit which I actually wanted. The presence of Jupiter. Yes, I want the knowledge. Yes, give me the knowledge. Yes. So during this particular transit, you will see the virtual technologies or even robotics or even artificial intelligence will be very, very well spreaded, or you will see people will be talking about it, because see, Jupiter is also the societal norms. Okay, so you will see that those technologies will be well spreaded among the people and people will use it. Now since Rahu is also illusion, so that means the same energy can be used for the benevolence of the people, and again at the same time the same energy can be used for creating some difficulties for the people. Okay, because you see, this is a new kind of technology or new kind of energy which will be showing up due to the virtue of this energy of this planetary conjunction of Rahu and Jupiter. Now when I talk about the innovation, content creation and everything, because here Rahu will, since Rahu will absorb the energy of Jupiter, what Rahu will do? Rahu will try to create something, like suppose someone who is associated with innovative ideas, they will be able to work on their ideas, their thought process in a far more better manner. But one thing, when we talk about creation, the creation which is associated with Jupiter or Sun, why I say Sun? Because Sun is the original natural lord of the fifth house of the natural zodiac, Leo. Fifth house is the house of creation, basically. Okay, and Sun is the lord of the fifth house of the natural zodiac, and in the normal sense also, Sun is that energy, the vital energy which supports the life system, which supports the creation in this world. On the other hand, Jupiter is Jiva Karak. It is the Jip Tattva Karak. It is the significator of life element. Life. So Jupiter and Sun, they will create certain things through sattvic energy, sattvagun, following the proper discipline, following the dharma, following the righteousness, tradition, culture. On the other hand, Rahu, the creation associated with Rahu is that if I am not getting the results, if I am not getting my path in some normal manner, why not try some other way? Now, the best part here is that the people who work with out of box thinking, for them this transit is going to be like a blessing. Okay, but on the other hand, as I said, that this energy is going to be very powerful. So if someone um, who is not thinking about the benevolence of the people, for them this transit will be again something which is not good. Correct. Now, that's the reason back in the days, um, means I'm talking about the ancient sages, they described this transit, they described this conjunction of Jupiter and Rahu as Guru Chandal Yog. They considered it as one of the inauspicious yogas, inauspicious combinations. If you go through the ancient astrological classical books, you will find that the commentaries given by the ancient sages on this conjunction, you will find that they have mentioned it, they have termed it as inauspicious. Even today, the people who are the ardent follower of ancient classical books or ancient scriptures or ancient classical text, they actually believe that this conjunction of Rahu and Jupiter is not auspicious. But in today's world, in this modern day, we have technologies, we have the different form where we can get our knowledge and education. You will find everything in internet, you will find everything online. You just ask and you get it online. Okay, now when you talk about technology and everything, that is also Rahu. So that means this conjunction of Rahu and Jupiter can also help the people who are actually following the alternative method of learning and education. Like suppose someone who is very much into technological ideas, or someone who is into coding, programming. I'm talking about computer programming or technology or futuristic research and everything. For them, this conjunction is going to be a blessing. They will they will get success in their work due to the virtue of this particular conjunction of Rahu and Jupiter. On the other hand, this conjunction of Rahu and Jupiter will also challenge our belief system. It will also challenge our knowledge system, our rules, regulations, traditions. That is also correct. Now the question comes, then why after all this type of conjunctions are actually made, or why this conjunction of Jupiter and Rahu is happening? Because I understand that everything has got two sides, correct? The one side which is good, one side which is not good. Okay, like I said that due to the virtue of this particular transit, it will boost the technology, it will boost the innovation, content creation, anything which is related to futuristic ideas, scientific ideas, and everything. It will be really correct. On the other hand, if you check the other side of the coin, Rahu doesn't believe in rules and regulations. It breaks. That is the reason Rahu is outcast. Rahu believes in unconventional ideas. Okay, so definitely it will challenge our belief system. So after all, why this conjunction or why this type of transits actually happens? Why Almighty has made this kind of things? Correct. I will say here one thing. When we follow our dharma, when we follow the truthfulness, lawfulness, when we are justice driven, when we are righteous, we also need to pass certain kind of challenges and tests in our life. We are in right path or not, how will we know until and unless we face certain kinds of challenges? How will we know that we are following, or we are able to follow, or we are successful in following in our dharma and righteousness? How will we know? This kind of conjunctions, this kind of transits actually sets a benchmark in front of us and challenges us that yes, if you are worthy enough, if you are truthful, if you are righteous in your life, in your nature, in your behavior, if you are justice loving, then yes, you should not be afraid of this kind of conjunctions. You should not be afraid of this kind of energies. Correct. And that's the time when I feel that this kind of conjunctions are well made. It's a very thought provoking thing, It is not a normal transit, I said. On the other hand, if I talk about Jupiter, because up till now I talked about the impact of Jupiter on Rahu, now I will be talking about Jupiter. You see, Jupiter in the sign of Aries will be in the influence of Rahu, correct? And I talked about Rahu, what Rahu is. So definitely Jupiter will be under the impact of Rahu. On the other hand, in the month of January 2023, Saturn entered the sign of Aquarius. And from Aquarius, Saturn will aspect the sign of Aries by its third aspect. So definitely Jupiter will be under the aspect of Saturn. Jupiter will be in conjunction with Rahu. So yes, there is no hesitation to say that yes, Jupiter will be afflicted. Jupiter will be afflicted. Now, you may feel certain kinds of limitations, certain kinds of restrictions, or even some kind of illusion, or you may feel that yes, I want to achieve those things but I am unable to achieve it. This kind of feeling may come within you, that inner stress within you may come with regards to the houses which Jupiter rules in your horoscope. Now Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces. Wheresoever Sagittarius and Pisces lies in your horoscope, you will feel certain kinds of inner struggle within you, because Rahu will amplify the energy of Jupiter. Rahu will say, yes, you can do it. Chase your dreams. Why not? Do this, do that. On the other hand, Saturn will aspect. So Saturn is restricting it. So it will be an inner struggle within ourselves, that at one sense we will try to follow our dreams, we'll try to follow the ambition, aims, and desires. Try to fulfill it in one way or the other, because that is Rahu will make you do. On the other hand, Saturn will try to restrict it. So it is just like a inner struggle within us. Now, here one good thing is that now this aspect of Saturn will not only be on Jupiter, it will be on Rahu too. So that means here Saturn will restrict Rahu also. So this is a blessing in disguise. Yes, I accept the fact that Jupiter will be afflicted, but the aspect of Saturn, it will be a blessing in disguise, trust me. Sometimes when we go into any kind of illusion in order to find our desire and dreams, there is a chance of distraction, there is a chance of getting into any kind of wanderings. So if any energy, howsoever restrictive it is, it's trying to stop us, that yes, don't get distracted, don't get into that thing, that is not good for you. Okay, so here the aspect of Saturn is a blessing in disguise also in one form or the other. And every one of us, we will feel it. Yes, that inner struggle will be there, that yes, I want that, I'm not getting it. But here Saturn is also restricting it, means maybe it is not good. So don't jump into it. One more thing, since I'm talking about Saturn, you see, Aquarius is also a very futuristic sign. It also deals with scientific ideas, scientific knowledge, futuristic involvement and thoughts, new technology. So Aquarius, where Saturn is transiting at this moment of time, and Saturn is aspecting Rahu and Jupiter, the moment Jupiter enters the sign of Aries, and Rahu and Jupiter, that conjunction will promote or boost the innovative ideas. So altogether, this indicates that this particular this transition of Jupiter in the sign of Aries and the aspect of Saturn and the influence of Rahu, this actually says very clearly that in the upcoming months and years, you will find that technological development, scientific research, futuristic ideas are very common among ourselves in the mankind, in society. More essentially, the artificial intelligence, the scientific research, virtual technologies. It may also happen that education, the level of education can be far more advanced at the online mode, okay, by the virtue of this particular transit. So we have to be very cautious, very responsible. I say the word responsible because this transition of Jupiter and conjunction with Rahu will definitely test our sense of responsibility. With knowledge, with innovative ideas, we can use that knowledge for some good things. Okay, and that is what we are meant to do, because for the benevolence of the people, for the benevolence of the society, when we are using the same kind of technology and energy and everything, it is not only going to bring growth, development for the people, but also it is going to bring some kind of good things. That is what Saturn will want from Aquarius, correct? On the other hand, if we are unable to maintain the proper energy in a right manner, or we become irresponsible, or we are unable to follow the sense of responsibility, then what will happen? It can lead to some kind of chaos, it can lead to some kind of problems, correct? So this is a transit of responsibility. One more thing I will say here is that the transit of Mars. Aries is lorded over by Mars. This year, the transit of Mars is going to be very important. You see, in the month of May, Mars will enter the sign of Cancer and it will debilitate. Mars will be the dispositor of Rahu, Mars will be the dispositor of Jupiter. Now, if the dispositor of the sign of Aries, if that planet is not under the proper strength, then it will create some kind of sense of unhappiness. Why I say unhappiness? Because Cancer is fourth house away from Aries. Now, fourth house is happiness, where the Lord of Aries, Mars, is getting debilitated in the month of May. Okay. So that means while chasing our desires, or while using the innovative ideas, or following our dreams for content creation or anything related to that, or regarding technology, we initially may not get that happiness, and that sense of dissatisfaction can lead to some other kind of chaos. So we need to be far more responsible during that time. Okay, why I say? Because the dispositor Mars, more Mars will be well posited, more we are going to get good results. So I tried to discuss this particular transit of Jupiter and its conjunction with Rahu in the sign of Aries, and I thought that why not to make a detailed content on it. And because the moment I will post the this transit of Jupiter and its conjunction with Rahu with regards to the all 12 ascendant signs, so that time this detailed discussion may not be possible. So I thought that why not discuss it and try to explain the facts and other things which are actually associated. There are other parts also, other things also, but that can make the video far more longer. So anytime if you have any question or any query, you can write down in the comment box. And yes, I promise you all that I will bring the content regarding the transit of Jupiter into the sign of Aries and its conjunction with Rahu for all 12 ascendant signs very soon. I will bring it and upload it to YouTube very soon. Don't worry regarding that. And anytime if you want a consultation from me, check the links in the description section, because definitely it is going to impact us in a different manner. This particular transit, this particular conjunction will have different kinds of flavors for every one of us. But yes, one thing to be sure, it will have impact. The flavors can be different, okay, but it will have impact. Okay, so be sure of that. And if you are new to this channel, then do subscribe to my channel. Press the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video you get notified instantly. And you can connect with me with my Facebook or Instagram accounts, or you can directly mail me. You will get the email ID down in the description section for any kind of consultation. Okay, so on this note, I will take a leave today, and next time when I come back, I will be coming back with some another interesting content for all of you. So I am signing off for today, thanking you. Bye bye.